Excuse me if I'm being honest. I'm not as righteous as I say I am. Excuse me if I'm being honest. I'm not as perfect as I say I am. Oh, I lie and I gossip sometimes. Oh, I try to be better most times, and I choose each day to start all again and to love and to love who I hate. Excuse me if I'm being honest. I'm not as perfect as I say I am. I talk too much, oh, I can be loud. Waiting there, no, ask me, I go, shall I? Oh, I lie and I gossip sometimes. Oh, I try to be better most times, and I choose each day to start all again and to love and to love who I hate. Oh, I lie and I gossip sometimes. Oh, I try to be better most times, and I choose each day to start all again and to love and to love who I hate.
Thank you so much. And that was the beautiful Mima Jackson. And with that amazing tune, we welcome you to the Medley Show. This is your midday energy. Mima, how are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
Okay, that beautiful voice, fantastic song. But I have a question for you.
Okay.
So did you use AI to write your lyrics?
I use Jesus oil.
You used Jesus oil?
Yes.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
Anyway, that was a beautiful Mima Jackson, and that was an amazing performance. A beautiful way to welcome you to the Midday Energy again. This is the Medley Show. My name is Tochi. So today we're going to have an amazing time because we're going to be discussing something that is fast taking over our world. Let me ask you a question, yeah? How many of us have used AI this week? I mean, some of us used it to write a message, maybe a love message, I don't know. Some used it to design something. Some of us used it and didn't even realize it. These days, AI is everywhere. For some people, it's exciting, and for others, it's a little scary. And for most of us, it's just confusing. I mean, that's the confusion we want to quench today. Some people think AI will take their jobs. That's quite scary. And some think it will solve all their problems. But to be honest, it's solving some problems, isn't it? But the truth is, most of us are just trying to figure out one simple thing. How can this actually help me in my real life? Can it help me work faster? Can it help me think better? Can it help me create more? Or is it just another trend we're being pressured to keep up with? Well, today on the Medley Show, we're not here to panic. We're not here to hype AI. We're just here to understand it, find out how we can leverage this thing, to explore and to learn how to work with AI and, of course, not compete with it. So you stick around and we will bring you all that with all the amazing guests that I have on standby for today's edition of the Medley Show. But first, let's go straight into the world of entertainment and bring you BuzzFeed. After that, we'll be right back.
Medley Show.
The Medley Show.
On BuzzFeed today,
it is time to greet your village, your fellow women here. Thank you.
Toyin Abraham Ajani has officially entered her boss-level era. Her movie, Over Sabianti, has crossed the 1 billion naira mark at the Nigerian box office. And yes, that's a very big deal. Why is everyone talking about it? It's the first ever Nollywood directorial debut to gross 1 billion naira. It's now the fourth highest grossing Nollywood film of all time. Toyin's hands-on promo style plus a loyal fan base equals a marketing masterclass. Love her, critique her. The numbers are doing all the talking. Nollywood history made.
I think I just saw Roke in the club and Wasabi and his daughter Roke.
Drama, I did Roke.
Next, the nominees for achievement in film editing. F1, Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
The 98th Academy Award nominations are out, and Ryan Coogler's vampire epic, Sinners, has officially shaken the Oscar table. Here's what makes it historic. 16 Oscar nominations, the most ever for a single film. It breaks the long-standing 14 nomination record held by Titanic, All About Eve, and La La Land. Michael B. Jordan scores his first ever actor nomination. And yes, this puts the horror genre right in the heart of the Best Picture conversation. Oscar season just got spooky and exciting. If you're heading for the movies this weekend, these are the titles everyone is talking about. Funke Akindele is behind the scenes.
Okay, you work so hard, but somehow you just end up giving your money to the wrong people.
Twin Abraham's over Sabi Auntie. And Hollywood horror sequel, 28 years after. And on a sad note, Super Eagles captain Wilfred Ndidi is mourning the loss of his father, Mr. Sunday Ndidi, who reportedly died following a road accident in Delta State. The footballers club, the Besiktas, confirmed the heartbreaking news and sent condolences to Ndidi and his family. Fans and teammates across Nigeria and beyond have also taken to social media to show support. It's a painful reminder that behind the trophies and tackles, footballers are human too. Till next week, keep buzzing.
Medley Show.
All right, welcome back. That was BuzzFeed. Toyin Abraham has crossed the 1 billion naira mark. Congratulations to her. I mean, she's joined the league of box office queens, and that's amazing. And of course, 16 nominations for Ryan Coogler. I'm not surprised. He's one of my favorite Hollywood directors. So congratulations again, indeed, in order to him. But our heart goes out to Ndidi as he mourns the loss of his father, and our prayers are with him. Well, back to the Medley Show, and today we are talking smarter, not harder, living and working with AI. Today we're going to be going through, what AI is to us. But there's one question that I've heard a lot of people ask, which is going to be the title of our next feature. Is AI a curse or a gift? Let's find out in this feature. And right after that, you'll meet my guest.
Medley Show.
The Medley Show.
Today, we ask a question that is no longer about the future, but about the present. Artificial intelligence, is it humanity's greatest gift or the most dangerous cause we've ever created? Depending on how this revolution plays out, AI has the potential to be either a blessing, a curse, or both. In hospitals, AI detects diseases before symptoms appear. In classrooms, AI adapts lessons to every child's needs. On our phones, it either guides us, protects us, and predicts what we need, sometimes before we ask. AI isn't replacing humans here. It's empowering them. It's giving doctors more accuracy, teachers more reach, and societies more efficiency. But innovation has a cost. Jobs disappear, privacy fades, and decisions once made by humans are now made by algorithms. Sometimes it feels like we're being watched all the time, like the system knows us better than we know ourselves. The danger isn't AI itself. It's how fast we are handing over control without fully understanding the consequences. For millions, AI isn't a luxury. It's a lifeline. But here's the truth. AI is not good. AI is not evil. AI is a mirror. It reflects our intentions, our values, and our choices. So, the real question isn't what AI will become. The real question is who we choose to be. Will we guide this technology with ethics and responsibility, or will we let it grow unchecked? Because in the end, artificial intelligence will not define humanity.
Medley Show.
Well, this is still the Medley Show, your midday energy, and we're still talking smarter, not harder, living and working with AI. I hope that feature gave you an insight into what we'll be talking about today. So now I am being joined by Newton Moye. He is an AI expert. Milton, welcome to the Medley Show. Plus, you haven't been here before, so I'll tell Semben to ring a bell. You can't hear the bell, but he'll ring the bell for you at the first time on the Medley Show. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And then we're joined all the way from Akure via Zoom, the Ayotunde brothers, Samuel and Caleb. Samuel and Caleb, welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you for having us. Really appreciate being here.
How are you both doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing as well?
Okay. Also, you cannot hear the bell, but Semben will ring your bell as first timers on the show too. Thank you for joining us. So we're going to get straight into it, but I like to start by playing little games. So I hope you guys are open to games. It's very easy. It's not that hard. Just something fun to break the ice before we get into the conversation, right?
Sure. Perfect.
So what I'm going to do is, this one is called AI, human, or both. So I'm going to read out a bunch of words. So what you're going to do is either tell me if it's AI or if it's something AI can do, if it's strictly human or both. Are we clear?
Very clear.
Are we clear, Samuel, Caleb? Okay, let me even start. Let me even clear this, yeah? I just said Samuel and Caleb. Let's be clear. Who's Samuel, who's Caleb? Because they're asking me, are they twins? Are they twins? So let me clear that they're not twins, but Samuel, raise your hand, and then Caleb, you raise your hand so that, you know, we don't just stick to Ayotunde brothers. So, Samuel, raise your hand.
Firstly, I would like to say thank you for having us. I'm Samuel.
Okay. And then Caleb, of course, Caleb.
Yeah.
Thank you again. So let's start, yeah? I'll start with you, Newton. So writing a movie script, AI, human, or both? And you tell me why.
I would say both.
Both? Okay, why?
I don't know. Do you ever feel like movies nowadays are just not the same anymore? For me, it's my personal experience, but you could definitely tell differences nowadays with how movies are written, and you know, you just can tell. For me, as a movie buff, I can tell. So,
are you saying that producers are not thinking anymore?
They are, but you know, the reason why we're going to discuss this, AI is meant to help, you know, to augment various tasks. So, I mean, you know, maybe in the past they've had some challenges, some blocks, and they decide maybe let's you know, take AI for a spin and see what it can do, and they kind of like what it comes up with, and they go ahead. So, I would say both. You know, AI can definitely help you write a script, and I definitely still wish we can go back to the times where humans actually, you know, do write the script, because that takes.
We're still there, so that's my so that my movie producer and director friends don't come for you on my show, Newton. But
no, please,
I totally
don't come for me.
you. That's fine. So, Samuel, you're up next. Giving relationship advice, AI, human, or both?
So
giving relationship advice, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say both actually.
Really? Yeah. Okay, why?
Yeah, so there are lots of people who actually use AI as a therapist. So anytime they are going through something, you can just go to ChatGPT, express how they feel to it, and then naturally respond to them in a human way. So AI definitely helps a
Absolutely.
lot with challenges that people are going through. So when people are going through things, whether relationships, it can be anything. In fact, you can go to AI, tell it exactly what they're feeling, and definitely it will help them feel better. And it's very good for the mental health, actually. It helps a lot. I'll
It's
say
very
both
good
as
for the
well.
mental health. For AI to give me relationship advice, no. I don't. Anyway, it's fine. It's your opinion, but I'm not sure I want AI to give me relationship advice. Anyway, so that was Caleb. Yeah, Sam. Also, you're up next. Creating ads. That's your specialty, I guess. So yeah, you can answer that.
Creating ads.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tricky one, but I'll have to go with both simply because you cannot exclude human intelligence as well as AI. AI is meant to be like a partner and a tool we can use to, automate certain things and scale certain things. So for running ads, the technology now makes it way easier than before, way cheaper than before as well. So for anyone who is interested in that specific field, learning how you can use AI to automate that aspect, as well as your own creativity, goes a long way. So both, yeah.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and open our phone line so you get to send your messages, and of course we'll read them on the show. The numbers will be on the screen, but I'll just call it out for you. 090-138-989550. So send us your messages. Is AI a curse or a gift? And of course we'll get to read it on the show. And if you have any questions for my experts in the studio, we'll also get to discuss that in the studio. So let's get right into this conversation. So I'm going to ask you first, Newton. Explain AI to me like I'm 10 years old. Because we just keep hearing AI on our phones. There's AI, there's Meta AI, whether it's Instagram, well, anything you want to search for now is AI. So just explain this thing to me like I'm 10 years old. Let's actually get a hang of what we're talking about.
Okay, I'll try. So for me, AI is more like, well, first is an emerging technology.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody has heard that, so everybody knows what that means. But it's a tool, it's that thing that basically is meant to replace human tasks. Well, some or most of it. Humans have been plagued with a lot of challenges regarding their various daily activities, their work. Some come into blocks, some need motivation, inspiration, all those kind of challenges they usually face. And on the other hand, there's AI that's like, you know what, I have this immense knowledge and I can suggest various different ideas for you to go and, explore and, make a decision. So in summary, I would say AI, it's that tool that is meant, is basically, there's no doubt, it's the future. It's gonna take over practically everything. But I want everyone to sort of like not look at it like something that's gonna stand on its own and gonna take things away from people. It's meant to augment, it's meant to make you look good. It's meant to make you look smart. That means you have to be smart as well. You have to use it responsibly. You have to use it
responsibly.
You have to use it. Yes, it's a very important word, responsibly, because that's if we eventually get to challenges, we'll talk more about that. But you're meant to use it to augment your ideas, to augment your tasks, and basically prevent errors that you would normally make on a normal day. Maybe whatever you face, basically.
I'm glad you said it's supposed to make our life easier, but the scary thing you also said it's supposed to replace human tasks. That's part of the thing that scares people when it comes to AI. But let me talk to Samuel and Caleb now. So any of you can pick it up and answer the question. Yeah. So you guys are experts in creating content with AI. So he's explained to us what AI is. It's a tool that's supposed to make our life easier. So assuming I want to start today to use, a lot of us have been using AI without even knowing it, but I don't know. And I just want to start today to use AI. So what's the easiest way for a beginner to learn to use AI, say maybe starting today?
Let's go. So to answer your question, to a beginner to do it by using AI, honestly, is to look at it from a perspective of someone who's actually interested. If you're not interested in anything, whether you want to or not, you're not going to see much progress. So you actually have to have an interest to then drive research, go out way to figure out the AI tools you can use for certain tasks and things like that. But because the best AI tools is, of course, ChatGPT. Everyone knows it's a software.
Okay.
There's an AI tool you can use to do literally everything, from writing email, creating content. I use ChatGPT time on basically everything I do. So leveraging ChatGPT, leveraging other AI tools as well, depending on your field, will then help you go a long way. So, for example, let's say you are a student and you have a presentation. You can use the tool AI. It helps you create presentations to students.
The signal is breaking, so we can't actually hear you clearly. So I'm going to let them try to fix that, but I'll come back to you. So let me keep speaking to Newton in the studio. So people talk about AI like it's magic. I mean, like it's something that is rocket science. So from inside the field, what do you think is most overestimated when it comes to conversations with AI?
Overestimated?
Yes. Because, I mean, it's looking like we don't have a life without AI anymore.
Okay, let me sort of, I'm actually here to try my best to change or to, to help the fear that a lot of people have with AI. I'm not scared of AI. I mean, just the other day, I was traveling from Lagos from Oshun to Lagos, to the airport to Lagos. And there was this gridlock.
Okay.
It was so bad that, in fact, I would have missed my flight if I had remained in that gridlock. Now, thanks to Google Maps, I was able to route myself around. So I went back through Shagamu and I went through Ikorodu. That's AI, pretty much.
Google Map.
Without you even knowing.
Google Map?
Yes, Google Map.
Oh, wow.
Has successfully integrated AI into its functions, and it can help you find the nearest, safest without any much delay. Let's say you're trying to get to the airport in 4 hours and you are in the middle of something that you don't know when it's going to end. So without you even knowing, AI is basically helping you already in your daily life.
So if I was thinking of AI now,
yeah.
Google Map would be the last thing I'll think of.
You may not know. You may not know that AI is definitely there. That's because it's a technology that is out there to help pretty much our daily lives.
Okay.
So a lot of people, smart people, are using it in amazing ways. Like I just gave an example of Google Maps. So I hope I'll be able to even talk more about a few ideas. We could use it in things like electioneering in Nigeria. Yes, you might be scared that, okay, maybe in elections, can't people manipulate and all that? No, I'm not talking about using AI to decide who wins elections, to count votes. I want to even talk more about even the market woman. That's to tell you how simple AI can actually help you. The market woman in the market can actually use AI to help improve her business and everything. So we pretty much use AI in our daily life. We don't even know. But I hope we can talk more about this.
We will. That's why we're here to have the conversation. So Samuel and Caleb, your signal is better now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so please go ahead with what you were saying.
I mean, he has basically said my talking points for beginners. Yeah,
say it in another way.
Beginners, the best thing you can do really is to firstly have a topic. Learn how you can then take advantage of it in whatever field you're in. Let's say you're a student or you're a worker or employee or you're a business owner. Learn how you can use
the internet. So how can we use AI to fix the internet? Because now, since we can use it for everything, we're struggling to hear them all the way from Akure. So please, Newton, how is AI going to help us with this one?
Well,
because if you say that, we'll just tell them to do it now.
It's a complex discussion. However, AI can help you, determine the quality of, the current internet that you're using. It can help you by analyzing its strengths And then, so if you have like the option of several different connections, AI, I'm just giving an example of how AI can help. There are many other ways. Even our internet, our ISPs can integrate AI into their various service delivery and use that to make their delivery even better, so that we don't have issues like this.
You're getting very technical. I did promise them it was going to be very easy and simple today, so that even those you mentioned you mentioned market women.
Yes.
So assuming they're watching, I also need them to understand how to use AI. But you did say something earlier that AI is the future. But I want to ask, if we're being honest, are we preparing everyone or young people for a future with AI? Are we just, dumping different tools to work at them? I mean, I want to design something, there's a tool for that. I want to call someone, there's a tool for that. I want to do voiceover, everything has a tool. So are we really preparing people for an AI future, or just creating tools that, makes people lazy, so to say?
Absolutely. It's a very important question. I would say I totally agree with you. We're not doing a good job at getting people ready, basically governing, because AI is something that has the potential. It's already doing that. I mean, we can see a lot of fake videos out there. That's, in fact, I've had to have this conversation with my parents where I'm telling them, they are so scared, there's this issue. Look at, I just watched this video, and I keep telling them that's AI. You need to be able to tell this difference. So to answer your question, I don't think we're doing a good job. I think AI is growing at a very, fast level, but at the relevant institutions, they are doing their best. Don't get me wrong, they're trying, but they're not doing as much to create that governing structure, to regulate, the outputs that are coming out from AI and even the effects that it's having on people. But at the same time, I don't want us to look at it like, oh, we are scared, AI is doing all these things. It's all about education for me, informing people, letting people know that AI, number one, is not going to take away your jobs. It's not going to cause so many problems. But where you would make a mistake as a person is if you don't get yourself up to speed. Okay. If you decide to cower in the fear and say, you know what, I'm not going to use AI. Like, for example, I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues, and he was saying, I'm not going to, I think it was you, actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
okay,
better
but
be something that...
let me just say my colleague, not you, but...
they already know, so go ahead.
They are, you're like, oh, I'm not going to get relationship advice from AI, I don't think I'm going to rely on AI to give me relationship advice. But technically, that's because you're looking at it from a scared standpoint. AI has a lot of knowledge that you may not have access to at the point where you're trying to make a decision. So you are trying to make a decision.
But it's not human.
It doesn't have to be human. It's like trying to go into a book or something that you trust. I mean, you would read a book to get yourself some dating advice or whatever. But so why not AI?
It's a human being that, anyway, we're going to get back into that. But first, let's take a quick break now and bring you another feature. There are several myths out there that people have when it comes to AI, and then of course some of them are real, some aren't. So this next feature, it's going to give you an insight into myths and realities when it comes to AI, and after that we'll continue the conversation with Samuel, Caleb, and of course Newton here. The Medley Show.
When people hear artificial intelligence, many imagine robots taking over the world or stealing everyone's job. But let's be real. Most of these stories are just movies. Let's separate the facts from the fiction. First, AI isn't a person. It doesn't have a body, a soul, or feelings. It's simply software. A set of smart instructions that help computers work faster. No be say one robot dey somewhere, they plan for you. It's just a tool for your brain. Second, AI isn't smarter than you. It's like a world-class librarian. It can find information in a heartbeat, but it doesn't actually understand the meaning. AI only knows what we teach it. Without human interaction, the thing no fit do anything. What about jobs? Many fear AI will take their bread, but the reality is that AI is changing how we work, not removing humans. It handles the boring, repetitive tasks so that you can focus on creativity and strategy. As we say, follow who know road. Those who learn to use it will stay relevant. The truth is, you are likely already an expert. If you use Google Maps, banking apps, or Face Unlock on your phone, you are already using AI. It's not just for people abroad or tech gurus. It's a quiet assistant already in your pocket. Finally, AI doesn't make us lazy. It's all about how we use it. When used well, it doesn't dull the brain. It actually acts as a magnifying glass for your own potential, helping you think bigger. The bottom line, AI is not magic, and it's not here to replace us. It's simply a tool, and the benefit depends on how you choose to carry it. No be magic, na machine. AI no get body, no get emotion. AI fast, but you know wise pass human. No instruction, no action. AI no dey think, na you dey think. AI no steal job, na people wey no adapt dey panic. All na tool, e no be brain. Use am well, e go build you. Use am anyhow, e go dull you. No fear AI o, understand am.
Medley Show.
The Medley Show.
Oh, my daddy says shoot. My daddy warned me about men like you. He said, baby, girl, Girl, he's playing you. He's playing you. Daddy warned me about men like you. He said, baby, girl, he's playing you. He's playing you. With his gun and his head held high, he told me not to cry. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot. With his gun and his head held high, he told me not to cry. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Again, that was the beautiful Mima Jackson. This is still the Medley Show, your midday energy, and we have been talking living with AI. Is AI a curse or a blessing? And of course, I have Newton Moya in the studio. Also, we are being joined by Samuel and Caleb all the way from Akure. Samuel and Caleb, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? You might want to unmute your audio so that I can hear you as well. I can tell that you can hear me. Anyway, Newton, let's get right into challenges when it comes to AI. You were hoping we'll get to that, but let's get to that now. So, but before I ask you that, let me start by asking, what's the biggest myth you've heard when it comes to AI?
Well, I think that AI is going to, eventually take over the world and enslave us, or anything relating to that. They get these ideas from fictional movies and all of that. So that's kind of the greatest one I keep hearing, because it's got me to actually think about it, with the way we see what AI is capable of doing. Is that actually possible? But for me, that's more like a myth, because like the video you just showed, it's a machine, and which we built, which we trained, and given the data that we have available. So unless we are careless, then maybe at some point it might not just be a myth, might be a reality. It might be a reality, not for my
but
generation,
not in the
future. In our near
See
generation.
You. You're saving your own. Anyway, Samuel and Caleb, can you hear me now? I mean, I'm not the internet, but I'm apologizing for them. But I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Can you try unmuting your audio so that we can hear you as well? So can you hear me now?
They can hear you.
Can you say something so that we can hear you?
We should check from our side, from our end.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I feel like you've made a point when it comes to how a beginner can use AI. So I mentioned earlier, which is what you are, that you're both content creators when it comes to using, and you use AI to create content. In fact, you teach people on your page how to leverage AI to create several kinds of content. But I have a question, because he just mentioned a myth that people say at some point in time, AI is going to take over the world. So I just want to ask, in being creative, at what point do you define laziness and actually being creative in your use of AI? I can't quite hear you both anymore. Can you try unmuting again if you can hear me clearly? Okay, let's try to figure out why we can't hear you, since you're not muted. So Newton, let's continue. Challenges, yeah. You say AI is supposed to make our life easier, it's supposed to be smarter, and you say people shouldn't be scared that AI is not going to take their jobs. But I don't agree. I feel like people have a reason to be scared, right? Okay, so let me speak to my kind of work. So there are studios where they no longer have physical cameramen. So people who were supposed to be cameramen no longer have those jobs. So ordinarily, I could make money doing voiceovers for people. But AI can do that now. It can even make you sound like a Nigerian or any country at all. Languages now, even translators, normally we would need human translators. You can wear that and AI is doing that for you. We talked about script writers who now use AI. There are people who make a living from writings. I could go on and on and on and on. So this is AI taking several people's jobs. So let's talk about that.
Definitely, that's is going to be one of the effects of the adoption of AI, of course. It's going to reduce the current way some of us, earn a living. But I want you to look at it in a different way. Now, I was going to talk about AI for market women and how they use it. Now, in order for market women to use it, there's going to be an AI that can actually speak their language, that can understand their language.
Okay.
Right? Several languages all across the, rural and, everywhere, if we're going to make it something everybody is going to use. Now, in order for us to train AI to be able to understand them, right, we need people like these, these titles that you mentioned, speech writers, voiceover artists, and so on and so forth. We need these people. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that, yes, you may not have, it may restrict you from making money the current way you're making money.
Okay.
But guess what? If you go deep into it and understand how AI can help your job, you could adopt it and you can even earn more when that time comes. Because training an AI is not an easy business. It's not simple. Even when it becomes...
Did you say when that time comes?
It's here. It's here already. It's basically here. I was talking about if we're going to use it for market women, for example. If we're going to start a project.
You like market women, Sha?
No, I just feel like if I can bring it down to the...
If you can get them to understand
bring it down there, then what's everyone else's excuse?
Okay.
But this is where my challenges come in, is that over-reliance on it.
Aha.
It tends to make people, I won't say lazy.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you the most dangerous way you've seen people misuse AI.
So it's kind of like people start looking at AI as more intelligent than us humans.
Okay.
So if I bring AI-generated content and I bring human-generated content, and AI is disputing what the human says, tendency is like, if I bring a room full of like 5-10 people, majority would pick the AI because they'll be like, okay, this was trained on information, so it probably checked
everywhere,
everywhere and got to this. But that's also a danger for me because, like you said, for a long period of time, we have been doing this job, right? We've innovated in several ways. So I still would trust the judgment of an expert in a certain field.
Over AI.
Over AI.
Even AI writes there that, it's not 100% correct, so you should verify it. Anyway, but Samuel and Caleb, can you hear me now?
Yes, can you hear us as well?
Fantastic, and I can hear you clearly. So please go ahead.
Can you please reiterate on the question?
Okay, so I was asking, maybe I'll just go straight to another question because he has answered the question that I asked you initially. But let me just ask you this. In creating content, so Nelson mentioned something, so let me just pick from it. Yeah, in creating content, as content creators that you are, how important or how relevant is prompting? Because sometimes I could prompt and then what I'm getting is not what you're getting. And I'm wondering why are my results seeming like rubbish and then your own is looking like it's out of this world. So let's talk about giving the right prompts in creating this content because we can't run away from AI anymore. It's here. So we just leverage on it.
Yes. The thing is, prompting is very, very important when it comes to generating content with AI. It depends on the type of content you want to create. But the most thing that goes into prompting is how you articulate what you are trying to get out of the software or out of the AI tool. Most people just go into for example, ChatGPT, and they just tell it, write me a script or just something basic or generic, and they wonder why they get mediocre results. When you want to get the best out of the AI tools you are prompting, you should make it as detailed as possible. There's something I do when I prompt. Before I get what I want out of the software, I'm going to put in the prompt and tell the software to enhance the prompt for me so I get the best results.
Oh, wow.
So, for example, let's say I want to write a script. I'm going to go into ChatGPT. I'm going to give it as detailed as I possibly can. Then underneath the prompt, I tell ChatGPT to enhance the prompt for me to get the best results.
Oh.
So ChatGPT breaks down the prompt, gives me a much more enhanced version of what I've already written. Then I take that and I paste it into ChatGPT again, and I get better results. So it's literally that simple.
Yeah, so I also suggest using prompting guides as well. Yeah, so there are multiple prompting guides online. So I actually use them a lot for creating script or content. So when you use a lot of prompting guides often, you will start to understand how prompting works, and you start to see that the results you'll be getting will be so much better. And then from time to time, you actually don't even need them anymore. So from there, you can just start working around it and then you get better. Yeah, so prompting is definitely very, very important. That's how you get the best results.
Okay, as important as prompting is, I also would want to know what's the most common way that creatives or creators misuse AI and then they keep getting responses that sound generic?
I would say the most lazy way they use AI.
Okay, I like the word lazy.
It's just putting in like a generic prompt, and then when they get a generic response, they take the generic response and they run with it without putting any effort into balancing their creativity with whatever the AI tool has generated. When I use AI, once I see the generated copy, I review the copy, I make changes to the copy, I see how I can put my own creativity, because like I said, it's a partnership with artificial intelligence and human intelligence, and I run with it from there, basically.
I like that you said partnership, because I mean, I don't know if you've been hearing us clearly, but one recurring thing we've been saying is that AI is taking over. It's suddenly relegating humans to the background, but you make it sound like AI is supposed to be your body, not your competition, and that's a very that's a very nice way to put it. But I just want to ask her, how do you stop, because you guys are creatives and there are so many creatives who are making use of AI, so how do you stop AI from flattening your creative voice? I mean, you're a very creative person, but you're trying to leverage AI. So how do you stop AI from making your creativity seem regular?
Yeah, so I would say sometimes it's actually good to stop using AI sometimes. I would say after you've used AI, when you're using AI a lot, you tend to rely on it. So it's best sometimes to fall back on AI and just try to use your creative mind. Let's say you're try to write a script without AI to see how good you are actually. To see how good your creativity is. Yeah. So you won't have to, let's say, rely solely on AI.
Another thing to add to what he said, instead of completely stopping artificial intelligence or stop using it, use your creativity, then enhance your creativity with AI.
Oh, nice.
Write the copy yourself, edit the video yourself, do it yourself, then take it to the AI tool of your choice. Tell it to enhance it for you, to see ways you can level up what you've already done. So, like I said, again, partnering human intelligence with artificial intelligence.
Oh, I like that. So, bottom line is, AI is your body. Find a way, you just work hand in hand with AI to have good work. Anyway, we'll take a quick break now and bring you top three things we feel are being threatened by AI. When we come back, we'll conclude the conversation, and of course, we'll get to read the messages that we've received.
Medley Show.
The Medley Show.
Artificial intelligence is no longer a foreign concept. It's here in Africa, In our smartphones, our banks, our classrooms, our creative spaces. From Lagos to Nairobi, Accra to Johannesburg, AI is changing how we live and work. But as we embrace innovation, there are things we must protect. Here are the top 3 things threatened by AI. Number 1, our cultural creativity and identity. Africa is a continent of stories. Our music, fashion, art, language, and traditions are shaped by history, struggle, and community. Today, AI can remix African sounds, generate African-inspired art, and imitate local accents, often without understanding the culture behind them. When machines replicate our creativity without context or credit, our culture risks becoming a downloadable aesthetic. The danger is not technology borrowing inspiration. It's culture being extracted, automated, and monetized without the people. If Africans stop creating and only consume what machines produce about them, we lose ownership of our own narrative. Number 2, jobs in an already fragile economy. Africa has one of the youngest populations in the world. Millions of young people are entering the job market every year, especially in countries like Nigeria. Now imagine automation replacing call centers, media jobs, data entry, customer service, even creative roles, without systems in place for retraining. In economies where unemployment is already a daily reality, AI threatens to widen the gap between opportunity and survival. The issue isn't innovation. It's innovation without inclusion. If AI grows faster than education, skills training, and policy, we risk raising a generation that is digitally connected but economically locked out. And number 3, truth, trust, and social stability. Africa already battles misinformation. Now AI adds a dangerous new layer. Fake videos of public figures. Audio clips of leaders saying things they never said. Images designed to provoke fear, ethnic tension, or political chaos. In societies where trust is fragile, AI-powered misinformation can ignite real-world consequences. From election unrest to communal conflict. When people can no longer trust what they see or hear, truth becomes a weapon, not a foundation. So what's the lesson? AI is not Africa's enemy. But unregulated, AI can deepen existing problems. The future must be African-led, where technology respects culture, creates jobs, and protects truth. Because Africa doesn't just need smart machines. It needs wise decisions. And the most important intelligence we must preserve is our humanity.
Okay, welcome back. We're at the concluding moments of the Medley Show, and I'm sure you must have learned something when it comes to leveraging on AI, using AI. But let me just take a few messages that we got. Time is fast spent. I'll just read maybe 2. So this person says, for me, AI is a good advisor. It also gives me relationship advice. It has saved my relationship before. Oh, wow. Okay, now this is interesting. I know you want to say something, but I won't let you. So AI is not a curse. AI is not a curse. It's a blessing. So Salam Nayu. Oh, this is Hausa. I'm sorry, I can't read Hausa. Don't be angry. My name is Victoria's Victor. I just want to be sure if people are not going to use AI and kill us. I really need to be sure before believing that. Okay, so we need to go, but final words. Caleb and Samuel, can you just comment on that? 30 seconds. They're worried. Are they going to use AI to kill us?
AI is not going to kill anyone.
Okay.
I really doubt that. Like, it depends, Obviously, there are AI for weapon defense. There are AI in different fields, but you should be good for the most part.
That's fine. Okay, thank you so much, Samuel and Caleb. It was a pleasure having you on the show. 30 seconds, Newton.
Okay, I'll try. So
30 seconds.
for me, it's just like when the internet was,
you've gone back to the internet. You won't finish in 30
I have
seconds.
30 seconds.
Yes.
When it first started, people were scared about what it was going to do. But now we pretty much, it's made our lives much better. We use it for research. Same thing for AI. I believe if we use it smartly, we just have to use it smartly and don't over-rely on them. And just open our minds to it, and we'll be amazed at what we.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Newty Moyo, for joining us here, and thank you so much to Caleb and Samuel. So, if there's one thing that today has shown us is that here AI is not here to replace you; it's just here to support you if you know how to use it well. Just like my guest has said, it's just going to make your work faster. So, I will be back next week with something more interesting and more interesting than we had today. Today was a very interesting session. But I'm going to hand you over to the beautiful Mima Jackson of the Medley Show for today. I'll see you next week. My name is Tochi. Bye for now.
You start to talk and I never land. You say you know me better than anyone, all up in my mind. Tell me, say I for do that one, do this one, you gon' lose if you think that you know what's best for me. I believe I can be